everyone, and welcome to today's video. I would like to start off by saying that this is going to be mainly a full face of Focallure products. This video is in collaboration with Focallure. It's not sponsored by Focallure, but they did send me all of these products. I really do love Focallure, and I've done several videos which I'll link in the description box below if you want to check them out. I've already done my foundation. What I have for you today to try is the Impressionism palette, which is an all matte palette. It looks like this. This came broken, but that doesn't really matter to me. I've got a highlighter palette, whoops, Superstar highlighting palette, which looks like this. Really beautiful shades in there. I've got brow product. This is a pencil. And I've got a couple of these liquid lips. I think, no, they're velvet lips. I'm sorry. I'll get into detail later. And another one of that. I also have their Flawless Setting Powder. So we're going to be playing with these today. Oh yes, I also have some blushes from them, some sugar blush. So I'll tell you the names of these as we get going with whatever product we're going with. So hi, how are you? If you're new here, my name is Ashley. I would love for you to subscribe. If you like the video, please thumbs it up. It really helps me out, and hit the bell. No, you won't be notified if you don't hit the bell. So with that, let's just get straight into the video. I've already done my foundation with their foundation. I love it. I forgot what it's called, but I'll link it below. And so I'm going to be using the Flawless Setting Powder. So I'm just going in with the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Concealer in Light 1.5. And I really like this. It's nice full coverage. You can sheer this out, I think, to be less than full coverage. I think I'm already drying. I think I'm already really, really low on this. So I'm just going to blend that in. Show you I'm doing, you know, concealer, and then we're going to set the concealer and the face with the setting powder, and I'll show you and I'll tell you which one that I've used. All right, now that everything's concealed, I'm going in with their Filtered Light Setting Powder, and it's, if you want to order, it's FA68. I chose 02 Ivory. Here's what the packaging looks like. Opening it up, and it has their Focallure logo on the side. There is a powder puff in here, and there was a remove seal, and it's got net. I love nets. So let's see how this is. I'm going to, and I love that a lot comes out at once. I'm going to just set the eyes where I've placed that concealer. So far it's doing a really, really great job. It's not altering the concealer in any way. It's not taking away from the brightening aspect of it. It feels really, really nice, finely milled powder. No, really no scent at all. And by the way, Focallure, it does take a little bit of time to get the order in. I had to wait probably 10 days for mine to come in, but not that long really. And then I'm going to take my sponge and set the rest of my face. I really like this first impressions. It's going on really smooth. I'll look up close and let you know if it looks crepey or dry. It's really blurred the pores. It's very, very lightweight. It is not settling into any of my fine lines or emphasizing any texture whatsoever. So I'm impressed with that. I really like it. Added bonus with this puff, what I like to do, even with the foundation, is spray this puff and go in and put my foundation on. So I like that it comes with this puff and the net. I think that's really, really great. So we do have a brow product. It says brows like this, Auto Brow Pen. And I got mine in 04 Dark Brown. So let's just see how this works. I'm going to need a mirror of some sort. Okay. So it looks just like this. It says Focallure on it, and it's got the color indicator. One side is like a brow definer, but it's actually straight. It's not triangular, so I feel like that's great. We can make a nice line, and there's a big fat spoolie. I don't know about the spoolie. We will try, and let's just put on the brow product. If you're new here, I always start in the middle of the brow on the bottom. So far the color is really, really nice. It's cool toned, it's dark enough, so it's not pulling warm in any way. It's a bit creamy, but not too bad. So what I'm going to do now is stop here, and I'm going to take the spoolie and sort of feather that product through to the front. I like this. I have their brow pomade, and I really like that a lot. So I think I could use these two in conjunction with one another. And I really highly recommend their Sculpt Glow palettes, the bronzer and the highlighter. So this brow, I'm going to perfect it, but it came out really, really well. I'm honestly impressed. So I set it with a brow gel that made it a bit darker, but here is how it looks. It is straight. There's no diamond tip, so see how flat it can get? So you can either use that to create very nice crisp lines and then go in with their pomade, which I highly recommend. So here's what the color looks like. So it is true to dark brown. It's cool. It looks kind of warm on here, but it isn't. You saw it on my brow. And the spoolie is just a little bit big, but you can actually turn it and use it forward and spread the product out that way. So I don't find that it's very annoying. It's actually movable, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and go in with the Impressionism eyeshadow palette. This is FA40 number 5. And also, this last 24 months, it says on the back that all of their products are cruelty-free. So here's what the shadow palette looks like, and it comes with a nice mirror with protective film on it. I figured we could do a nice fall matte look with this. And I'm very impressed with, I have their Prague and their Turkey palettes. And I've done a video with the Prague palette, and I was so impressed. A lot of people liked that video. So I'm just going to take a brush, and I'm going to start out with Butter right here. Just a nice mid-tone brown shade. Nice and pigmented. I'm going to feather that up toward our brow bone, but not all the way to the brow bone. I'm just going to build this up and do the other eye, and I'll be right back. I went ahead and did the same thing on the lower lash line. So this is a very muted color. I am of medium skin tone, so if you're lighter than me, it's going to pop more. I'm going to go in with Pumpkin Pie, which is a bit deeper. So there's actually not much fallout. Okay, this is pigmented. If you guys can see, this one's much more pigmented than our first one. So Pumpkin Pie next. And I'm going to go on the lower lash line with that as well. So as you can see, I really smoked it out on the lower lash line. I'm going to take a deeper shade called Merlot. And I'm just going to put that also in the crease, but I'm going to keep it really straight in the crease. And I'm not going to go above that transition shade. So far, these are very, very pigmented, creamy. They don't skip at all, just like the Prague palette. I'm also going to put that in the outer V and wing it out just a little bit like this. See how pigmented that is? It's a perfect cranberry shade for fall. Loving it. So I also did that on the lower lash line, but I kept it tighter toward, the inner waterline. So I'm going to take another eyeshadow brush, and this one right here, it's sort of flat. I'm going to take the shade Dark Coral, okay? Just bear with me. And I'm going to put this all over the lid except for the inner third. This is a very rich color. Perfect for fall. So it's like an orangey coral color but deeper. And I'm not getting any fallout on my face. I'm obviously tapping the brush off in between. And that's what that looks like there. I'm going to take, not on a fluffy brush. You don't want it on a fluffy brush. I'll just wipe that brush off that we just used. Now I'm going to take mocha right here, so it's a nice brown. Tap off the extra, and I'm going to build this up on the outer corner here. It's very pigmented. I just went in with the slightest amount. Really just focusing this on the outer V area. I'm going to carry that on the lower third as well. Like that. I'm actually going to go in with some red sangria. So it's like a purple mauve shade. It's much more appropriate for this look. And I'm just going to stick to the outer edge. Very, very pigmented, but no fallout on my face. So I'm surprised, you know, pleasantly surprised. I'm going to take that a little bit on the lower lash line. Then I'm going to actually take my finger and take marshmallow. It's the white in here on my pinky. And I'm going to place that, wow, very, very pigmented, nice matte color. I'm going to use that for the inner third as well as the brow bone. So this was really pigmented. It didn't blend away. It didn't, you know, it blends very nicely in with all the other colors. So I'm going to add that to the brow bone as well. And it's very pigmented, so just going in with just a small amount. I'm going to go put on some mascara, and I will be right back. I want to start out by saying everything in Focallure's line is very affordable. And look at the pigment on all this. There's many things you could do with this. I'm just going to swatch a few that I used and just show you how pigmented and buttery these mattes are. They're absolutely stunning, beautiful. A+ for this palette. I love this palette. The formula seems very consistent with their other palettes. It doesn't seem any different, so high quality there. I'm in love with that. Next, we're going to go into the C03 Sugar Blush. It's just, they go by numbers. So this is C03. That's what I picked. It comes like this, wrapped up, and then it's like a single. These are all new. And it's like a pale, it's got a little bit of gold reflect in there. But oh, this is a really, really nice shade. I think that's stunning. Very pigmented. There's no scent. I'll let you know up close. This is beautiful. And I like to run it across my nose because in the fall, I like to look blushed. And I love a lot of blush. I've been bringing it up really high, almost to the brow. So we're going to give this a look really close. There's no shimmer or glimmer in this blush at all. It's completely matte, even though in the pan there's some glimmer. So I'll swatch this for you. So it's very, very pigmented. It's really, really beautiful. It does pack a punch. I'm very highly impressed with that. I really want to say thank you to Focallure for wanting to collab with me and sending me these products. I really appreciate it. So here we're going into the Superstar Highlighter Palette. This is FA63. I really love the imprint here, the little star, how cute. We're going to swatch a few shades, 4 shades. I'm going to just swatch those for you. Look at the pigment. Are you kidding me? And the formula, so buttery soft. So I think I'm going to go in with a mixture of the gold and the white. And I did a very light hand. This is stunning. Like it says, super stunner. Look at that highlight. This also comes with a mirror, and this was probably under $10. Wow. They really have some of the best highlighter formulas. If you're looking at a Sculpt Glow palette, I would go with 02. That's one of my favorites. Like I said, I'll link their website below as well as the other videos that I've done using their products. This is intense, guys. And just look at the formula. Super beautiful. I'm going to take the gold highlight in there. Actually, I'll take this one right up here and place that right on the inner corner. Wow. That is stunning. This quad I'm obsessed with. Their products are so good at such an affordable cost. And they are cruelty-free, as I stated. And on the back of every product, there's the shelf life. So this is 2 years. And I'm sure it'll last longer than that. Last but not least, we have our Velvet Lip Kit. So I chose V04, which is Old Rose, and V07, which is Ruddy Pink. And I'll swatch these for you. Looks like this. So I've just swatched them on the back of my hand. This is V04 Old Rose, and this is V07 Ruddy Pink. I'm going to go with the Ruddy Pink. First, I'm going to line my lips. So they do take a minute to dry down, but once they do, it is a true velvet finish. So I'm going in with V07 Ruddy Pink, and these are really shiny at first. Oh, I love this shade. So it feels like you're applying water. The consistency is very, very thin. And the doe foot here is easy to create a line if you don't have a lip liner. I find I don't need to go over it multiple times to get a good opaque color. Just perfecting this. On my lips, it's drying down much faster than on my hands, but this is going nowhere. I mean, I'm really pushing hard and it's not budging. So yeah, it's drying down really, really nicely. And it dries down, it's almost dry, I feel. That look really pretty. I really like the packaging of this velvet lip. It says velvet on it. It's frosted. It's very lightweight. And it has a lot of pigment to it, and I like the shape of the doe foot. It's really precise. You can get a really crisp line with it. Don't find that it's runny or that it dries down super matte, that it's uncomfortable. It's just what it says it is, velvet. Very, very nice. Nice formula. I'm impressed by that. I'm super impressed with this highlighting palette for so cheap, affordable. It's not cheap as in quality. It's very, very good quality. This is right up there with my high-end highlighters. Very smooth, buttery, no fallout. It's not glittery. It's not enhancing texture in any way. I really loved this palette, an all matte fall look. I think there's a lot you could do with this. It's really, really pretty. It's got some nice oranges, just a whole bunch of like blue shade cool tones. I think those are going to come back for the fall as well. I love the blush. I think it's really stunning, really beautiful, perfect matte. It's not patchy in any way. It's not too powdery. There was little kick up at all. Same with the eyeshadows. They're very, very pigmented, very, very buttery. No skipping, nothing like that. I liked the brow product. I would like to pair it with the brow pomade. So yes, in my opinion, I recommend all of these items. I want to thank Focallure for sending me these items and collaborating with me. I also recommend their Sculpt Glow Duos. It is a highlighter mixed with a contour shade, and I love that. I just can't find that on mine. So yes, I'm wearing their foundation, which I really, really like. I'll link that down in the description bar, as well as everything I used. Also, their website will be down below for you to check out at your leisure. I don't make any money off this. This was just for me to review, and I'm absolutely obsessed with our eye look. It's all matte, but I think it's really, really beautiful. And I love the blush, the highlighter, and the lip color, and the foundation. Everything came together so nicely. So yes, thank you so much, Focallure. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment down below letting me know, are you going to pick any of these things up? Are you interested in Focallure? They also have a palette that dupes the Huda Beauty nude palette. I love their Prague palette. Go check that video out down below. But yes, until my next video, I love you all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.